My name is Ralph Anthony Carbone. I go by Tony Carbone. I was an E5. I was an ice seaman. We maintained everything that had to communicate within the ship. We had nothing to do with radio, because that went outside the ship. But when the captain sat in his chair on the bridge, he looked at a propeller order indicator, engine order indicator, wind velocity, wind direction, all those things we took care of. And when he sat in that chair, they better all be working. And that was my GQ station. My bunk was on the second deck, which is two levels, or one level below the hangar deck. And the bridge was, he was at the 08 level. When general quarters went, many times I ran up there with my clothes, my shoes on, but my clothes, because I wouldn't have time to get dressed. Because as you're going, they're securing all these hatches and doorways that are marked zebra, and you can't get through them. So I had to get to that GQ station. I didn't have a hell of a lot of time. So a lot of times I ran up there in my underwear. But yeah, there was one other thing we took care of that was called a pit sword. And that's what was at the very bottom of the ship. You had to climb down this rung ladder, and you're actually at the very bottom of the ship. This pit sword went down in the water, and it measured the speed of the ship. That had to be lowered when you went into port, when you left port, and when you went into port, it had to be raised. So nobody wanted that job. So every once in a while, I would have to do that, but rarely, thank God. I had 3 tiers. I was in the middle one. It was a fold-down metal. I had air conditioning nozzles. I had a bunk light and 2 lockers that I could put my clothes in. What most Navy guys did with their uniforms, to press them, unless you wound up finding somebody in the laundry to do it for you, and we did, we would put them underneath the mattress, and that would iron it out. And yeah, it was convenient. I mean, I loved it. I mean, the only negative to E Division was that it was at the stern of the ship, and it was some metal thing rattling away that you could hear all the time as the ship got underway. You could hear that constantly, but you wind up, you go to sleep no matter what, because most of the times you're tired.